You join me here in what would appear to be a large metal box. This isn't just any large metal box though. This is a large metal box where the lights don't work. Great. And it's quite a special day, you know. And the reason being is because this is my first kind of expansion. And it's exciting. I am excited. It can only be a good thing. It can only be a positive thing for the future, surely. To lock away a load of cars and things that I'm never going to get round to doing in here. And that's the aim of this video today, is to get myself organised, because this large metal box is right next to my workshop, which is great news because it's not very far to travel. And it means that I can clear some space, move some stuff in here that I use very, very sparingly, and it will allow me to do more things inside, which is great. The next Left 4 Dead video that you'll have the pleasure of watching soon, you'll understand why that's quite important, because it rained for 5 days non-stop. Cool, so yeah, it's all right, isn't it? Should we have a little look round? It's pretty big in here. I mean, you're looking at maybe 4 cars at a push if they were not very long cars. These lights, for some reason, just do not work, and the wiring is like so interesting. It goes into this plug, and this plug goes down here into this big coil, and this big coil goes into this light switch there, and then that goes up to this junction box here, or this you know, whatever it's called, RCD thing, and yeah, nothing happens. Switch fans to manual and external speed on panel. Nice, that's cool. This place used to be a farm, so I think that was something to do with the farm. But yeah, it's all right, isn't it? So I think first job is to get this floor swept out, because I can see big screws and nails on the floor, and that's nicht cool if you're driving things in. It's going to be very handy to get this sort of extra space, because doing what I do, space is like the biggest concern, because cars are big and the equipment used to deal with them is big, and working on one thing can disturb another thing part next to it, for example if you're painting. So it's nice to be able to lock some stuff away out of harm's way, you know. And in this video I'm also going to give you, as we do it, a fleet update. So all the cars here, what's happening with them, and we're going to start a few things and move a few things, so it should be fun, shouldn't it? That's a big pile of crap. Where's the dustpan and brush? Ah. Ugh. Fleet update number 1. This is my 1969 Ford F250, which you're probably all familiar with, and it will outlive all of us. It is just a fantastic vehicle in every way, shape and form. It's the most reliable thing I own, never breaks down, and the most easy to drive and the most comfortable. There you go. Should we see how well it starts? Hasn't been ran in probably, I don't know, a few days. Barely 2 rotations. God, I love this thing. I've had that for almost 3 years now, I think, and it's brilliant. I mean, obviously I did have to spend roughly £6,000–7,000 rebuilding the engine, but it's totally worth it. Okay, what's next? Next up to move is the Toyota MR2 G Limited. Now, it works perfectly, but I just need it out of the way because we've got other stuff to move, some heavy stuff that doesn't roll particularly well. Reg going past in his tractor. So yeah, I need to move this thing out of the way. Alan's going to come down. We're going to move some stuff that's a bit awkward for me to do it on my own. This thing though, we're just going to stick out the way. Now, this is going to be up for sale very soon. If you want to buy it, get in contact, let me know. It's not going to be expensive. I'm not going to paint it for those of you that were hoping I would. Reason being is it's going to take so long to do. All of the bits are probably going to snap as I'm taking them off, and nobody will probably watch the video, so it's very pointless me actually doing it. I'd rather just move it on and concentrate on the next thing that is behind you, and then get that down the road and concentrate on the next thing and the next thing. So let's do that instead. But it's a great fun car. I've really enjoyed driving it round. So let's clear all this stuff off it and get it out of here. Oh, what a dream. Now this hasn't been ran for, I don't know, ages. A good couple of weeks maybe, or whenever since the last video came out, because it's been raining very, very heavily and the T-tops do leak. I found out when I had a very, very wet bum. Wetter than usual. But yeah, if you want to buy that thing, just let me know. Give me a shout. There's an email address in the description where you can get in contact with me for anything. I don't know, £2,500, is that about right? I don't know, probably put about £9,000 worth of man hours into it. Okay. That was always the thing that got me about like wheeler dealers and stuff. They'd be like, oh, we made 400 quid on this. It's like, yeah, but fucking hell, you worked Ed to the bone for 3 weeks. The hard pan. Look at this amazing keyring as well that someone sent me. All the way from France as well. How glorious is that? Love that. So this car eventually will probably live in there. But before it goes in there, I've got to get it back up and running because I can't remember, but I think I've nicked the battery off it and the fuel tank. Whoops. So I need to put all that back together, and it needs to run because on Thursday, it's now Tuesday, but on Thursday I'm taking it to the NEC in Birmingham. So if you want to come down on Friday and see me there, because that's the day that I'm going to be sort of walking around looking at all the cool stuff and showing this thing off. But this thing will be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if you're coming down the other days, make sure you check it out as well. Get a photo with it. Tag me in it on Instagram, that'd be really cool. And yeah, so I'm going to stick it on the trailer tomorrow night. So it'd be nice to just get it up and running, and we'll stick it out the way for now, or we could even put it in there for now, whatever. And then it's ready to go then, isn't it? Now, in the last video on this, I put this number plate on. What I had actually ordered was a black and silver one, and what they sent me was this white one. So it's time now to apply the one that I wanted on there the whole time. Nice! So much better. Directly over the white one, of course, because I just tried to remove it then and it was coming off in 1mm chunks. So that would have probably taken me about 3 hours to get off. But anyway, doesn't she look swell? Right. Done. Is this bolted down? I can't remember. Why isn't it staying up? Someone got a key they can give me. That was easy. I haven't nicked the battery off it. That's great news. The battery's still on there. Is the fuel pipe still going through? Maybe all I need to do is just slot the fuel pipe onto the tank. How good would that be? Okay, let's take this through here. Oh, Jesus. Huh. Oh, put that painting up on the wall, actually. Okay, let's climb aboard. Okay, oh God. There's no Jubilee clip, does that matter? I don't think so. Push fit. Right, where's the keys? Did it even have keys? I've just poured some brake fluid in it as well, because that is still leaking, but only at the top of the reservoir, so the brake should be okay. There's the petrol from the tank already. There you go. She'll run. It's having a bit of a leak actually. Be fine. I'm going to have to do something about that fuel leak, but I'll do it when it's outside. I think I've got a bit more light. I can't believe how well this thing just fired up then. Absolutely insane. What a car. God, how do the gears work in this? Right, do the brakes work? Yep, brakes are solid. Clutch down. Where was first? Does anyone remember? Found it. Can you believe this car? Reverse was a tricky one. It was like pull up or something, or nope, that wasn't reverse. Oh, yeah, there you go. The first car in the garage. I simply can't believe it. Why is it still moving? Stop. That was weird, wasn't it? You're not going to stay in here. I'm going to let you out again. Fleet update number 4. It's slowly becoming one of the best cars I've ever had. Love it. Before we get into fleet update number 5, has anyone got any good suggestions on floor degreaser? You know? Something that's readily available that I can, because it gets pretty mucky pretty quickly. Being white, the stupidest colour I could have possibly painted it, but just stick to your guns, you know. There is some parts for this in boxes over there, so I'll probably put the parts in. Ideally, I want to get that thing in there first, but this thing is going to go in afterwards with the roof on it. Now, I know you're all screaming at me for where this episode is. I say you all, maybe 4 people, but the issue being is that I don't have a paint booth or anything, and I'm going to do a really nice job on the body of this car. I'm really looking forward to it, but I haven't done it yet, and the reason being is too many things around me. So to paint a car, you need loads of space, and you don't want any of the fallout from your paint, any of the overspray, to go on anything else, such as very expensive minis, which is now sold and is going on Thursday. Exciting, but that'll come in the next fleet update, only on number 5, so just wait. Okay, so yeah, so I need the space, I need everything in there, I need to put this thing here and do a really nice job on it, and just have the ability to not have to have things in here that are going to get wrecked when I do it. So that's why I've not done it yet. I've been waiting for this to happen, but this has been a little bit of a secret. Some of you, I said a while ago, I'm going to get the outside concreted, and then some of you went, oh well, where's that, when's that happening? And it didn't happen because this is happening, and there might be further expansions as well. Right, let's see if this thing runs. Now again, did I take anything off this actually for the Left 4 Dead car outside? I did. I took the Dizzy cap off. Ugh. I did that because I was going to nick the points and everything out of this. Very long story, you'll have to wait to the episode, but essentially I'm up to, I think, 1 hour and 20 minutes in the next Left 4 Dead episode, and it's not even running yet. Right, okay. And I set it on fire twice. Right, speaking of fire, let's see if this Spitfire fires. We got a choke? Yeah, choke. I can hear a fuel pump. Again, this thing hasn't ran in ages. God, it might not have any fuel in it. Can't even really smell any fuel. Interesting. It seems to be okay. Someone shouted at me last time in the comments for not putting this down on the things there, but look at it. Right, okay. Come on, baby. I think there is fuel in there, but the pump sounds quite loud. And I haven't ever put fuel in this car. Oh, is it starting to rain again? The rain is definitely here. Hopefully it's just a passing shower. Right. The fuel gauge has gone off the bottom now, so maybe it didn't have any fuel in it. It looked like it had fuel in it, but God, this thing runs well. Oh, as it dies. What have I done? I feel like the choke could be hooked up a little bit better on this. Maybe something to look into. I have actually already started filming this episode. The underneath's been completely done, and it's really, really nice. But I've just obviously not done the above bits yet. But I have already started filming it, which is exciting. Right. Which one's the clutch? That one. Whoa! Don't know if you can see the exhaust bouncing up and down as well, but that's because I've not put the hangers on it yet, because I undersealed where the hangers were. Right. What could possibly be in these boxes? Did I show you in the last episode? I don't know. But I'm not going to spoil the surprise. It's a good little motor, this, you know. Really good little motor. So how does one properly close a roof on a Spitfire? Well, I think that has to go in there. Oh, look who it is! It's the Rain Man. Hi, mate.
Hi, Ben.
This is an absolute joke, this weather. I just cannot get anything done. It's just pouring down. The idea is to keep these things dry. Absolutely soaking. Doing a service on that later. That's Alan's mum's car in exchange for him helping me today. Jesus Christ, this weather. Aled doing what he does best. Now the rain's stopped, it's going to be a good opportunity now that Aled's here to get all the equipment behind the panhard before we start moving this sort of stuff. So cue the music. Can you start to sort of see what it looks like now, what a Morris Traveller looks like now that we've put the bonnet back on it? One day. So the fleet number 6 update is, we're going to stick it in there and probably forget about it for 5 years, but it's half his, so like I can't just do it all on my own. I need his help, and he's only ever here for a couple of hours and it needs about 600 hours work. So we'll do it one day. We'll do it one day, won't we? Yeah. If you haven't got a project to do, what are you going to do? Nothing. So we're going to push that down there, push it into there, and then all that space back for activities. So we've come to that situation again where the microphone, it doesn't tell me if it's going to die. It just dies. So I'm back, it's voiceover Ben, and for the next sort of, I think, few clips before I realise that the microphone was no longer recording, I'm going to be doing a little bit of voiceover. So what's happening here is we've pushed the Morris into the bank, and now we've realised that we're going to have to do like a 30-point turn just to get it into the container. Because what we should have done is obviously swing it over to the other side and then sort of move it in through that, but we didn't do that because we're idiots. And there we are pushing it backwards in. I think I commented at this point, why does it feel so much lighter considering all of the bits are there, they're just inside it? Is that like a phenomenon? I don't know. Is toast lighter than bread? That kind of thing? I don't know. So yeah, it was a struggle getting it over that lip, but we got it in and then pushed it right the way to the back. And there's loads of space. You easily get 2 of these older cars in there side by side. There's no problem at all. Plenty of space to walk past. And this is Aled driving the Triumph. I'm not driving that, that's Aled. And he's moving that in. I wish this was recorded because it sounded so good. Such a good running car. But yeah, so he's driving that in now. Not particularly interesting, this bit. Sorry about the coughing then. I probably shouldn't have done that while I was recording. And yeah, he's just going to back it in, and nothing particularly exciting happening now. I don't even know why I've included this clip in, to be honest. It's quite difficult finding things to say while we're just waiting for this Triumph to be driven in, but there you go. It's getting close, and then this is us sort of just sending it that last little bit home as I'm guiding him in there. And this bit is me going, I think this is fleet update number 7. It's just a trailer. If you count the trailer as number 7, then this must be number 8. This is the Panhard, which is never going back on the road. No paperwork or anything with it. You could probably do something and Q-plate it if you really, really wanted to, but yeah, it's just a parts car. And we're going to cover it in this cover because it looks a bit sad. It looks like a bed sheet.
Oh, you can squeeze it.
That's quite a snug. That is quite a nice fit. Lovely. Ideally, you want to put a couple of straps over this. Isn't this a massive improvement? Look at all this space. What am I going to do? So, fleet update number 9. This is the Mini, which I lovingly spent a year and a half restoring. Now, what I've come to realise is a couple of things. A, I need money. B, I'm not really using it, and I'm a little bit scared of it. I'm scared of damaging it and, you know, leaving it in here for things to fall on it and stuff like that. So I decided to sell it. It went off to Car and Classic Auctions, and it's sold, and I got 15 grand for it, which is 5 grand less than I really wanted, but I could do with the money for this expansion, and it's out of my hair. The person that's bought it, big, you know, he's watched all the videos, got in contact with me, great bloke, so I'm very happy that he's had it, to be honest. He's going to make a really good car out of this. He's going to enjoy it, he's going to baby it, park it in his garage, keep it polished, exactly how it should be, not sat in the corner of my workshop, do you know what I mean? So I've enjoyed it, enjoyed every moment of it, I've enjoyed having of it. It's the black and chrome Mini of my dreams, and those dreams have been realised. So let's move on to the next thing, you know. So this is the last fleet update, the Mondeo, which everybody wants to know about because it's a cool car, I don't blame you. So let's see if it fires up. It's been in here for probably a week or so while I've been doing other things. What's that? Oh, thank you. This is a box of everything I'm using for this car outside. So after sitting so long, will she fire up? Every car we've tried to start today has started. It's pretty good. Right, do you want to sit that here? Do you want to just move the when you do the power steering, man? God, it sounds so nice, doesn't it? Sounds really, really good. Well, I'll do it. So when are you going to see this thing again? Well, apart from now, next video is going to come soon. The idea is that we get it up in the air, we do the brake pipe, we do the power steering, and we take it to a track. And then after that, we crush it into a small cube and send it to China. No, okay, I'm not going to do that. I'll just stick it on eBay. But yeah, there you go. Lovely thing. Wish I had the time. If I had the time, and if, you know, I had like 500,000 subscribers, it would be worth doing the work and filming it all and stuff. But at the moment, it's just not worth doing. There's a lot of work to do on this car. Everything off underneath, all new, loads of money, everything back on once you've welded it all up and painted it and stuff. Massive amounts of work. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. It was just a bit of an update, you know. You've been able to sort of see all the cars again, and I've hopefully let you know what's going on with them all. It's been quite fun starting them up and moving them around as well. And I've got so much more space in here now. Really, really pleased. He's trying to reverse his course in. Just... but yeah, so thanks very much for watching, and get in contact if you know a good floor degreaser. Have a look in the description above. Any ways to contact me. If you've got any crazy cars lying around that have been sat for 15, 20 years or longer or short or whatever, and you want me to come and resurrect them, because I will do that. I'm looking for some, you know. Now that the Mini's going and all this sort of stuff, when you have more space, you can buy more cars, I think. Right, we've got a few little jobs to do, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.